The inspiration for today's show comes from a YouTube video I found just earlier today called Little Leaguer Goes Off on Dad. And it is hilarious, number one. But number two, really looks at a critical issue, which is near and dear to me, and that's parents and youth sports. And how sometimes things can go terribly bad. For the most part, parents are great and they're encouraging and they're supportive, but every once in a while you see it, you read about it. Well, this kind of takes the other approach, so you've got the kid who's up there at the plate and his dad is saying, "Go, Jimmy, go." And he turns around and just lets his dad have it as if it were the parent, giving his son a hard time at the plate. So anyway, hilarious video. I'm going to share that with you. Came to me originally, though, from a website called ShareFam, which is ShareFam, short for family.com. Credible resource for parents who really want to stay connected, like a social networking site, but very inclusive, very secure, and just kind of a nice transition point, I think, from not having any type of social network to moving to one of the full-fledged MySpace, Facebook. In fact, I think a lot of folks are they're not making that transition beyond ShareFam. That's where they're at. So wonderful location to bring extended family together, share ideas, share memories, share essentially. And it's got a wonderful resource for parents as well, just kind of an FAQ and great online community. So that site was the first place I found it, but it actually came from another site, the Youth Sports Blog, and an author named Mark Hyman, whose book, Until It Hurts, America's Obsession with Youth Sports and How It Hurts Kids. So that, it's amazing, comes from one site to the next, and here I am sharing about it. So the point that I want to highlight is whether your kids are in youth sports, baseball, or they're in the arts, or, they're taking part in some other type of extracurricular activity, let them do their thing and just step aside. Okay? Be public with your praise, be private with your criticism, if at all. All right? Realize that kids go to practice. That is where they're getting all the instruction. Yes, you can learn things during the competition, but for the most part, they put in some time. The competition is time to enjoy, right? Really celebrate what it is they've been working on. So don't give them a hard time, right? Kids are out there trying the best they can. And everybody has a bad day once in a while. Right? Everybody's off once in a while. We are, as adults. We don't need somebody over our shoulder, giving us a hard time, especially our parents. So take yourself out of that equation. You also don't want to be the bad guy after the game that your son or daughter doesn't want to talk to. Hey, that's not the relationship that you want, right? Goes back to that question about how do you want your family to be? I've asked so many times. Definitely don't want to be there. Don't want to be adversarial. All right. If anything, let the coach be the one to share some of the criticism. So, step back, step away from it that way. The whole youth sports thing, as I said, competitive club soccer coach now for 20 years, no longer, but for the past 20 years, saw a lot of really amazing things, saw a lot of things that I just wish I hadn't seen with respect to parents and how they treated their kids. So, if you're there at a game, final point to share with you, okay, whether you're a coach or you're another parent, and you see this kind of abuse going on, please, don't let it continue, even if it's not your own child. Sometimes parents lose perspective. They just, for whatever reason, maybe they're having a bad day, they're going off on their kids. It's okay to say, hey, maybe we need to take a minute to cool down. Okay? It's all right to say that. Sometimes parents lose perspective. You need to share that with them. Okay? No child deserves that kind of abuse. All right? So those are the big points for today. Essentially, let the kids have some time on the field. Let them enjoy themselves. And parents, sit back. Bring an easy chair. Take it easy and really appreciate, celebrate all the amazing things that your kids are doing out there. All right? Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.